Liverpool FC news. Alexander-Arnold's feelings as defender replaced. Alexander-Arnold's state of mind. Trent Alexander-Arnold's future remains uncertain, with the player offering only a cryptic celebration after scoring his first goal of the season against West Ham on Sunday. He then took a brief trip to Venice before Liverpool's upcoming match against Manchester United this weekend. Tuesday marked a significant moment in the ongoing Alexander-Arnold transfer saga, which seems unlikely to be resolved this month. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has now shared his insights, shedding light on Trent's state of mind following Real Madrid's reported interest. In his Give Me Sport newsletter, Romano was asked, "How is Trent Alexander-Arnold feeling with Liverpool rejecting any Real Madrid offers in January?" The situation remains unresolved as the saga continues. The nightmare continues for Calvin Ramsey. It has been a difficult journey for Calvin Ramsey since joining Liverpool in 2022. Initially seen as a potential successor to Trent Alexander-Arnold, injuries hindered his chances to make an impact in his debut season. This summer, Liverpool sought to find a loan opportunity for Ramsey, which saw him join Wigan Athletic. Unfortunately, his time at Wigan has been far from ideal, as the 21-year-old has only started 3 League One matches and has not been part of the matchday squad for the last 9 games. Alexis Mac Allister's impressive form. One player who has truly flourished in a Liverpool shirt is Alexis Mac Allister. Under the Reds' new regime, the Argentine midfielder has elevated his game, solidifying his position as a key player. According to The Athletic's Greg Evans, changes made behind the scenes since Arne Slot's arrival have been key to unlocking Mac Allister's potential. New morning routines and an increased focus on rest and recovery have allowed him to thrive. Contract uncertainty for key players. As the year draws to a close, the focus turns to the contract situations of Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. These players are now free to enter pre-contract negotiations with overseas clubs, and their futures remain uncertain. The ongoing contract issues with 3 of Liverpool's most vital players could cause significant upheaval. And despite Arne Slot's recent comments that the January 1st deadline is more media-driven than club-driven, this remains an unresolved issue that fans did not want to face. Liverpool now finds themselves in a race with top clubs like Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain for their own players, putting Fenway Sports Group in a precarious position. It's time to resolve these matters and secure the futures of these key players. Ben Doak's rise. Ben Doak, currently on loan at Middlesbrough for the 2024-2025 season, has exceeded expectations and delivered a wave of confidence to Teesside. The 19-year-old has been a standout performer, contributing 7 goals and assists this season. His performances have also earned him senior call-ups to the Scottish national team, where he played a key role in their Nations League campaign, even assisting against Poland. Doak possesses an air of confidence and poise, constantly looking to take on defenders much like Mohamed Salah. This exciting prospect should have Liverpool fans buzzing. The search for Alexander-Arnold's replacement. With Trent Alexander-Arnold's contract set to expire in the summer, Liverpool urgently need to find a replacement right-back. Recent reports suggest that his potential move to Real Madrid is 90% complete, with the player seemingly on the verge of a summer transfer. However, after scoring against West Ham, Alexander-Arnold hinted that recent rumors were just talk. There is still a chance that Alexander-Arnold could remain at Liverpool and continue his journey toward becoming one of the club's greatest ever players. But for now, a move looks more likely than not, with the ongoing contract situation still unresolved. This means Liverpool will need to act quickly to find a replacement for one of the most unique players in world football. Connor Bradley is ready to step up and take on a more regular role, and his performances so far show that he is more than capable of being a reliable option. However, should Alexander-Arnold leave, Bradley will need competition. So, let's take a look at some of the names on Liverpool's radar. Jeremy Frimpong, a potential replacement? One player who has been frequently linked with a move to Liverpool is Jeremy Frimpong. The attacking fullback has been exceptional for Bayer Leverkusen over the past 2 seasons and was instrumental in their unbeaten Bundesliga campaign last year. At 24 years old, Frimpong has matured into a major attacking threat, having previously played for Celtic and Manchester City. However, while Frimpong has many qualities that make him an exciting prospect, his playing style might not elix. Frimpong has been playing much higher up the pitch for Bayer Leverkusen than he would in Slot's system, which has been adjusted this season to simplify Alexander-Arnold's role within the team. One of Slot's major contributions to Trent's game has been improving his defensive responsibilities, which would also be necessary for Frimpong. Slot prefers his fullbacks to stay deeper during build-up play, rather than pushing forward, which is more in line with Frimpong's current playing style. Frimpong's heat map this season indicates he is better suited to challenging Mohamed Salah on the right wing, rather than filling a defensive role. That said, Frimpong reportedly has a release clause of around $33 million in his contract, making a transfer relatively easy to execute. With Salah's future still uncertain, Frimpong could be a valuable option, capable of covering both attacking and defensive positions. Monaco's Vanderson is also a potential replacement for Alexander-Arnold, and he's a player that Liverpool have previously shown interest in. The 23-year-old joined Monaco from Brazil's Grêmio in 2022 for approximately 11 million, quickly earning a spot in their starting lineup. Liverpool were reportedly considering him at that time, but their preference for South American players with European experience meant he ended up at the French club. Vanderson's strong performances in Ligue 1 have earned him a place in Brazil's national team, where he started in their recent World Cup qualifying match against Venezuela. Vanderson is another highly attacking player, known for his dribbling and ability to make runs into the box. He also shares a talent for making passes similar to those of Alexander-Arnold. His contract runs until 2028, so this summer may be a good time for Monaco to cash in on him. Amar Dedic, Bosnian Amar Dedic, currently playing for Red Bull Salzburg, has impressed this season despite the club's poor performance under former Liverpool coach Pep Lijnders. Liverpool have reportedly inquired about his situation at the club, with Jurgen Klopp's previous involvement with Red Bull potentially giving the Reds an advantage in any move for Dedic. Dedic is another attacking-minded fullback, ranking highly for progressive passes and carries this season, according to FBref, and is used to playing in a possession-dominant team. However, the significant difference in quality between the Austrian Bundesliga and the Premier League could present a challenge for Dedic as he adjusts to the new environment. At just 22, Dedic seems like the type of player Slot could develop into his ideal fullback. The final player on the list is Lutjarel Geertruida, one of Slot's former players at Feyenoord. Dutch media had reported that Geertruida was set to join Liverpool last summer, but he ultimately moved to RB Leipzig instead. Geertruida is an interesting option as his playing style contrasts with the other fullbacks on the list. At 23, Geertruida is more defensively oriented than Frimpong, Vanderson, and Dedic, and he's capable of playing across the entire backline. His versatility would be a major asset for Slot, especially as the manager has had to cope with defensive injury issues in recent weeks. However, considering Geertruida only recently transferred clubs and has a contract running until 2029, it seems more challenging for Liverpool to complete this move compared to the others. Only time will tell who will ultimately succeed Alexander-Arnold in the long run. Liverpool transfer news. Liam Delap plot unveiled as top striker set to join for free. Transfers are now more complicated than ever, with many moving parts influencing the process. Thankfully, Liverpool's operations are relatively straightforward, thanks to the experienced professionals overseeing them. Although the Reds' incoming transfers were minimal this summer, the team now has Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards leading recruitment, both of whom are highly respected in the football world. Every player is represented by an agent they trust, whether a family member or a sports agency handling several athletes simultaneously. Now Liverpool are ready to capitalize on one key connection. As the January transfer window approaches, the Reds face potential challenges, not just regarding the contracts of Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk, or Trent Alexander-Arnold, but in another area of the squad. Arne Slot and Richard Hughes will likely need to make a crucial decision, which could significantly impact their chances of success in the upcoming season. Slot has consistently used Ryan Gravenberch in a deep midfield role this season. Liverpool tried, but ultimately failed, to bring Martin Zubimendi to Anfield over the summer. Since then, they've relied on Wataru Endo and Tyler Morton as backup options. Both Endo and Morton have had limited opportunities, and now both are being linked with January moves away from the club. Slot must decide which player to let go unless Liverpool can secure a new midfielder, whether it's Zubimendi or someone else, during the winter window. When Liverpool signed Ryan Gravenberch from Bayern Munich for around 34 plones, Bayern didn't shed any tears. The Dutch midfielder struggled in Germany and was frustrated by a lack of playing time. Meanwhile, Bayern was content to cash in on a player they didn't believe would be a regular starter in their midfield. Fast forward 12 months, and Gravenberch has become one of Arne Slot's most crucial players, arguably the key factor, alongside Mohamed Salah, driving Liverpool's competitiveness this season. Those responsible at Bayern for letting him go must be regretting the decision, especially as reports suggest that Bayern is now eyeing one of Liverpool's stars for themselves. Liverpool has built a reputation as one of the best clubs for developing young talent. Their renowned academy has produced players like Trent Alexander-Arnold, Curtis Jones, Kyeman Kelleher, Tyler Morton, Jarell Quansah, and Connor Bradley, all of whom are now playing regularly for Slot's first team. However, not every academy prospect will make the cut at Anfield. One promising young player has confirmed he will be leaving to seek opportunities elsewhere. Liverpool knows exactly what they want in the upcoming transfer window, but whether it's what fans are hoping for remains to be seen. Liverpool's 2024 has been a roller coaster. It began with Jurgen Klopp announcing his departure at the end of the 2023-24 season, with the Reds chasing trophies. But injuries forced the club to rely heavily on youth players early in the year, a strategy that led to them winning the EFL Cup and coming close to a quadruple. However, things fell apart in the latter part of the season. While Liverpool managed to secure a spot in the UEFA Champions League, the EFL Cup was their only piece of silverware. Klopp stepped down, and Arne Slot took charge, with many expecting the team to take a step back. That seemed likely in the summer when Liverpool signed just one player, Federico Chiesa, who has yet to make much of an impact. The club's hesitation to offer Mohamed Salah a new contract has been glaring, especially since he is arguably the best player in the world and has expressed a strong desire to remain at Liverpool. Yet no deal has been finalized. This has led to a tense situation, with teams outside of England now able to negotiate with Salah for a potential move starting January 1st. So, how did Liverpool let it reach this point? The situation regarding Salah's contract has been clarified by his agent. Meanwhile, Real Madrid has been linked with a move for Liverpool's Alexis Mac Allister. Reports suggest that the Spanish giants are keen on the Argentine midfielder, with Liverpool reportedly asking for $100 million. If that fee is met, it would mark a massive profit for the Reds, who signed Mac Allister for just $42 million in 2023. This would make Mac Allister the second most expensive sale in Liverpool's history, behind Philippe Coutinho's $135 million move to Barcelona in 2018. Anfield Watch reveals that Liverpool had previously tried to sign Liam Delap when he was a youth player in Manchester City's elite development squad, after impressing Jurgen Klopp. The manager was so keen on Delap that he was even prepared to integrate him into the first-team setup immediately. Delap, who joined City from Derby County in 2019, was already a part of the senior squad by 2020 before